Hello everyone, this is Nilesh here once again. Function is reusable block of statements and inputs given to the functions are also called as arguments or parameters. Though argument and parameter, these terms are used interchangeably, there is a subtle difference. Let me show you with example. Let me show you a very simple function. In this function, you will find the function header have these four variables given as parameters to the function. Now, these are called as function parameters. These function parameters are also known as something called as a formal arguments of the function. And the actual values or variables passed in function call statement, these are called as arguments. These arguments are also called as actual arguments. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about what are different ways the arguments can be passed to the function. And the list is quite long. Here you can see that the function's arguments can be positional arguments, keyword arguments, position only arguments, keyword only arguments, arbitrary or variable length arguments, and optional arguments. In this video, we will talk about few types of arguments with example. So let me show you the first point, positional arguments. The positional arguments are passed to the function based on their position in the function call. Let me show you the example. Here, again, it is exactly same function and the argument passed over here, they are not attached to any name. So these values will be passed to the functions based on their position. James Bond passed at name, 65 passed at age, London passed at address, and email will be james@bond.com. Now, the number of positional parameters must match with the actual argument passed. Let me run this application. And you find that this code is printing the result as per the argument passed. Let us go ahead with the second type of arguments. The next type is keyword arguments. Keyword arguments are also called as a named arguments. And when they are passed to the functions, they are passed in a format name is equal to value. The primary purpose of the keyword argument is to make the code more readable, especially useful when functions have many parameters. Let me show you the example. Again, it is exactly same function. However, this time the arguments are passed along with the name of the argument. Like name is equal to James Bond, age is equal to 65, address is equal to London, and email is equal to james@bond.com. Let me run the application and you can see the output. Now, the biggest advantage of the keyword arguments apart from readability is it is not mandatory to pass the arguments in exactly same sequence as of declared in function header. You may pass the arguments in arbitrary sequence. Now here you find that I have first passed the age, then email, then address, then name. As long as the names of keyword arguments are correct, this is going to give me the desired output. The keyword argument make my code more readable. Let us go on to the next concept. The next one is position only arguments. As you seen in earlier example, you can pass arguments by position or you can pass it by name. By default, Python allows passing by both of them. However, we can restrict user to pass the arguments only by position. And this is the next example. For this, you need a special parameter slash into the function header. Now, the rule is all the parameters before slash must be passed by position. And you can run this. However, if user try to pass it by name, then it will give me the error. You can refer the error saying that it got some position only argument passed as a keyword arguments. So this is not allowed. The way you can restrict users to pass only by position, on the similar line, you can also restrict user to pass the parameters only by name or only by keyword. For that, we have another special character star. All the arguments after star must be passed with the name. Let me try to run this. And you find this is working. However, if I try to pass it without name, only by the position, then this will raise the error. Read the error. Print info takes 0 positional arguments, but 4 were given. Let me make it very clear that keyword only arguments people use commonly. However, position only arguments is not that common, maybe for sake of readability limitations. By the way, if you want, you can combine position only as well as keyword only parameters both. And that you can see it with the both letter slash and star. Again, the rule remains same. All the arguments before slash has to be passed by position. All the arguments after star must be passed with the keyword. Now here you find that first two are positional while next two are keyword based. Let me run this and cross check. Please note the address and email, since they are keyword parameters, you may change their sequence. However, name and age, you cannot change the sequence because they are position only arguments. By the way, what will happen if I try to pass all the arguments as keyword arguments? Well, this will give me error because the first two arguments were compulsorily position only, where you can read the error. Name and age must be passed by position. At the same time, if I try to pass all the arguments by position only, it will also give me the error. You can read the error. Print info takes 2 positional argument, but 4 were given. So the correct way is to pass first 2 as position only and next 2 as keyword only. In this video, we talked about first 4 types of arguments and also the combination of position only and keyword only argument. We will discuss next 2 argument types, that is arbitrary or variable length arguments and optional parameters, in the next video. I hope you find this video useful. Please like and share it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in comments. You can also follow me on LinkedIn for more technical stuff. Thank you very much.